All right, we live. What's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, on this channel, we help entrepreneurs and business owners get access to personal and business funding using our simple 5-step process. So welcome back, guys. If you're new to the live stream, thank you for being here. I appreciate the love and support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button. It helps our content get out to a wider audience, and we greatly appreciate the support. So I just wanted to hop on real quick, man. I'm going to be headed out of town here shortly, and I just wanted to come on and kind of do some Q&A. So if you guys got questions about anything, this live stream is really dedicated to Q&A. It is dedicated to how to get your first $100,000 in funding in the next 30 days. So I just wanted to kind of come on here, do some Q&A as you guys come into the live stream, into the chat, type in your name, your city, let me know where you're tapping in from. Just wanted to kind of do some quick Q&A. So you guys definitely feel free to tap in as you come into the chat. And we're going to get into it, man. So, we're going to have some fun today. We're going to do a quick live. I just wanted to come on here and give you guys some things that I'm hearing from banks that we're reaching out to. I know the Feds just had their meeting today and did the 0.75 basis point rate hike. So, that's pretty much where we at with it. Tapping in. So let's get to it, right? So how to get your first $100,000 in funding. If you got questions, make sure you type them in the chat. Won't be on here too long. But here's three things I personally would do right now. And that is, number one, structure your credit report. And if you have negative items or you need to clean up your personal credit, I would clean it up. There are options for personal guarantee, right? No PG, excuse me. There are options for no PG, but no PG requires you have some revenue now. You need revenue. So for my startups, my 6 months or less entrepreneurs, you are going to have to use your personal credit. Your personal credit will need to be structured. It will need to be intact. You will have to structure it, right? And we teach you guys how to do that. For those of you who came to the last One Day Business Funding Made Easy Masterclass this Saturday, you understand what that structure looks like, right? So I'll put it up here on the screen for those of you who would like to attend our next One Day Business Funding Made Easy Masterclass. You can text EASY to 980-825-4360. Make sure you use code EZ at checkout. That'll save you $50 on VIP. But you need to structure your personal credit. You need to structure it properly. It has to be a solid, fundable profile. The days of authorized users are long gone, my friend. The days of, tier 4s getting you by, the store cards, the Belks, the JCPenney's, those are going to go away as far as being able to get funding. You need the Amex, you need the tier 2s, the tier 1s. And if you're not familiar with what bank tiers are, I suggest you definitely tap into the next Business Funding Made Easy Masterclass. It goes down August 27th. So make sure you register. Text the letters EASY to 980-825-4360. So number one, you got to structure your personal credit. You have to. It's no longer an option. Now, how long that will take depends on who you're working with, right? For a lot of you guys who come to the masterclass, we teach you how to actually dispute your credit. So we show you how to actually go in there and do the disputes. If you're VIP, if you sign up for VIP, you get access to the dispute template handouts. There's over 40 different dispute letter templates based on what your situation is. But you got to clean the credit up. We got to clean the credit up. We got to pay the cards down because banks are going to be scrutinizing your credit report, not just your score. A lot of people on the internet, a lot of gurus are quoting credit scores. Hey, if you got a 700, I can get you funded. That's not going to be the case going into this next 6 months. You have to structure your personal credit. You have to clean up the personal credit. You have to clean up the negative items, family. So make sure you clean up your personal credit. That's first and foremost. Number two, you need to focus on revenue. Banks are going to be asking for at least the last 90 days of profit and loss statements. At least the last 90 days. You got to keep your books clean. You got to keep your books. I'm even having meetings with my bookkeeping team and just kind of going through some of the expenses, cutting out certain things. But you got to keep your, at least the last 90 days, you got to have at least show some profit over the last 90 days. The Wells Fargo video, a lot of you guys commented and asked about the Wells Fargo. As of right now, they are not asking for docs, but that could change based on your personal credit score. So whatever if you're 720 or above, you may get by with no doc. That's what I'm hearing from a lot of banks who offer no doc. But just be prepared to show financials, at least the last 90 days of profit and loss statements. Okay. So number two, you got to make sure that you got your revenue tight. If you're a startup, make sure you get with Be the Entrepreneur, my homie, and get your business plan. They are using business plans in replace of the tax returns. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. But they are using the tax returns, the business plan in replace of the tax returns. So if you don't have 2 years tax returns, bank statements, the business plan can help. But you need to structure personal credit, which was number one. So structure personal credit. Make sure you got some revenue or a business plan. And number three, the most important part of this whole equation to get your next $100,000 is make sure you have relationships with multiple business banks. You may not be able to get the whole 50 from a lot of these banks that offer no doc, the Chase, the Wells Fargo. You may only get 20, 25, but it's cool because you have multiple relationships with multiple business banks. So you have to make sure that you have multiple relationships with multiple business banks. Okay, family, it is a must. It is an imperative that you have a multiple bank relationships. Now, for those of you who came to any of our masterclasses, you know, typically we like to say put 200 to 250 when you open up a new business account, no less than $200, no less than that. I'm going to probably say up that to 350, 300, 350, 300, 350. Don't go in and just do the bare minimum. Put 250, put 300, 350 in the business account. Let that sit. Navy Federal is good for that. You know, open up the business account online. You can actually pull money off a credit card to open up your business account with Navy Federal. So just be mindful that you're going to have to build relationships. Banks are going to stop lending to non-customers. I promise you that. They are not going to be lending to people who are not customers of the bank. I've heard this from several different bankers that we have relationships with. They are prioritizing lending to their customers, PNC. I've heard this several times. We prioritize lending to our banking customers first. So even with all things equal, you both make $100,000. You both got 780 credit scores. If you've been banking with PNC for 6 to 12, maybe 18 months, and person B has never had a business account or any type of relationship, person A is going to get that funding. Okay. So those are the three things you definitely want to make sure you're focusing on. Number one, structuring your personal credit and cleaning up the negative items. Number two, you need to be focused on your revenue. I would say get to at least 5 to 10K a month. Even a lot of the fintechs want you to be at 5 to 10K a month. After you get to 5 to 10K a month, start building relationships. Have multiple business banking relationships. Don't just bank with one bank. You never heard me tell you guys to use just one bank, right? Spread it around, have multiple different banking relationships, and you should have success, family. So I don't see any questions. I just wanted to hop on real quick before I head out of town and give you guys some game on this live stream. We will be back next week, 8 p.m. at our normal time. But also register for the next Business Funding Made Easy Masterclass. It goes down August the 27th. So make sure you're in the building for our next Business Funding Made Easy Masterclass. And I'll put the actual website below. So easymasterclass.com. Use code EASY to save $50 off your VIP tickets. I promise you don't want to miss this next one. We just had someone at the last one we did in July. We had a gentleman who, from June's masterclass, had already accumulated $50,000 just from coming to that one masterclass in June. From June to July, he got 50K in funding across multiple different banks. So this stuff works, family. You just have to work it. You have to believe it. And you have to execute. So, all right, I'm going to sign off. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all like this video. Comment below where you are in your business credit journey, right? I want to help you guys as much as I can. So I'm going to be doing some giveaways. I'm going to be giving away some VIP tickets to the next one-day Business Funding Made Easy Masterclass. So comment below, and I'll make sure to put your name in the drawing so you can get a free VIP ticket to the next event, family. All right, peace. Someone just said open up a Truist business account today. That's good. Truist is still on fire, man. Definitely. Make sure you tap in with them. But that's it, family. I just wanted to get on live and hop on real quick. I got to go get something to eat, man. And we'll see you guys next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next week.